Alright, I'm joined here by, introduce yourself. Haiku, and we're watching Ignis and Swithi. Now, Swithi, he just came up to me, he's like, you're praising me too much on stream, but he's been playing pretty good, but he's got Ignis now, and Ignis, we all know, is no joke. And Ignis bringing out the Corrin, the barefoot wife, call it what you want. And Swithy's still sticking to the Sonic, no signs of cloud yet. I've never actually seen this matchup.
Yeah, I haven't seen much of Corrin, really.
I mean, Corrin's new. I mean, I've seen a lot of people play. The player I played against the guy in round 1 winners, that was the Corrin's pretty good. And Swithi, after a very nice start, he might struggle a little bit. I don't know how much he's played against Corrin's. He played against mine, maybe on the day they were released, we just messed around a little bit. But it was just like most like Bayonet and Corrin Dittos. I don't know how much he knows this matchup. And
yeah, it's a very like underdeveloped matchup. Basically everything to do with Bayonetta and Corrin is based on how much the new player knows about Bayonetta or Corrin.
Okay. Yeah, and they're on Town City right now, and that seems like a good stage for both of them, since both of them can kill up the top. Corrin's got her up here, and her throws can kill, her up B is pretty good. Up smash is also, and Sonic also has he's got an up here setups, and you can sometimes get a read on with his up smash.
Yeah, up smash is very good.
But he also relies a lot on horizontal kills with his back air and S smash.
Yeah, so, and basically Town City has tiny blast zones, so it's good for any character who likes to kill early.
Yes, which is something I can see going in favor for Swithi, just because Sonic doesn't have the best kill options, but mashing out that you could hear it from right here.
Yeah.
Sonic doesn't have the strongest kill options, so he might want to look to get rid of stocks as soon as possible. So it could work both ways, but I think this was more of Ignis' pick. I always feel like the Fire Move characters always did do sort of well on, except maybe Mars not so much, on Town City. But yeah, Swithy's has a pretty good lead right now. He's struggling to find a kill, and Ignis not really faced by that, he's just trying to play patiently. And there's this back here. This back here, I've watched 3 games of Swithi. It's been on.
Yeah, he's getting a lot of back airs. It's just such a ridiculous move. It's fast and it kills really early.
And the fact that he's been using it and spacing it just really well is good. And look, Ignis, he has this, we might even see him switch character depending on this goes, but this counter might prove to be vital. If he can get the reads that he wants.
Kind of ridiculous. It's not even the fact that it does more knockback growth. It's that it has a ridiculous angle.
Yeah, and the fact that Ignis is just a very intelligent player, I think he will be able to use Corrin's counter to a really good extent. It's just, I think the fact that Sonic is very fast, you just don't know when.
Yeah, because you just don't know what's going to come out with Sonic and when.
I think Ignis will try to look to get him off stage, just because Corrin has really good off stage options. F smash that reaches forever. The bear is pretty good. Side B can kill. Fair is pretty safe, pretty quick auto cancels.
Swithi is trying to cement his lead there and just not die, and so that he can have 2-stock lead and keep it.
And there's that bear again. It's funny too.
Because it's anyone's game right now with Corrin killing so early.
There's that, Oh. That was the up throw, I think.
Yeah, that was up throw.
The down throw is more of a smash. It's like smashes him.
Well, down throw like holds him down.
Yeah.
Swithi not
pretty sure
getting the kill.
I think what Ignis might have done, I think he might have gone for a back air to shoot him forwards, but the wings extending might have just touched the blast zone.
Yeah.
It could be. That has happened to Corrin a bit.
You can do the same with stuff like DDD's jumps. Make him bigger.
Watching this one now, I kind of like, I've noticed like Corrin, like you really want to have like good movement options, but like Sonic really just dominates everybody's movement options, just especially Swithy's. And I think Corrin might be struggling a little bit. Corrin might want to just go for like more of the spacing game and whatnot. Just try like punish approaches, and force and punish. She's got the projectile, and she's got some good movement options for the side B.
I've noticed that
counter, so
very much in the Villager Sonic matchup. Yeah. You've just got to sit there in the corner and wait for him to approach.
Swithy's even told me Sonic struggles when he has to approach, but
I mean, he has strong approach options. Yeah.
But he can't be left vulnerable.
Nail them.
Yeah, if he misses them, he is very vulnerable.
Yeah.
To getting punished. And
try a lot from back air after landing the side B to cover any up airs and airs out of
shield. If Ignis decides to stay on Corrin, he will have to play probably more defensive. Nice. Ooh. There you go. That's what I was thinking about. Ignis just is a really smart player, that's all I can say. And depending on how this match goes, we might see a character swap from either one. They both have secondaries that are really good. Ignis has his Robin, who's main for a long time, his Mario, which is really famous.
Yeah, his Mario is just ridiculous.
Swithi has a class, so anything's possible. Like he's a both really good players.
Yeah.
And Ignis, are we seeing a comeback right now?
Ooh, we might be. Up air's stale there, which I feel like would be a bad decision with Corrin's up air killing so ridiculously early.
Yeah, it's a really good move. But Corrin's got other options.
Oh, SD from Swithi.
Respected the S match a little too much, and good comeback from Ignis.
Game 1 goes to Ignis.
Stayed ice cold, even though he was pretty much losing until the very, very end. Pulled up a couple of good combos, punishes, and Swithi kind of, I think he lost his composure, and he just got a little too scared of that smash. And we're going to Smashville. I can tell this is Swithi's kind of pick just because he's a fan of the stage, and you can tell why. I mean, it's like just like FD with a platform, so and Sonic can just run circles around Corrin. But there we go.
A lot of circle camping that he can do.
So we'll see. It will come down a lot to the spacing, honestly. Swithi, when his spacing is really good, it's very lethal as you've seen with the back airs and whatnot.
Yeah.
But then again, Corrin also just being a sword wielder, pretty much your fundamentals are spacing. And Ignis has sort of turned the tables, but
yeah, he started countering more. But one thing about counters is they do get stale because they have their own base knockback and knockback growth, and they're dependent on percent, not on...
More of a mix-up tool, more than like something you want to rely on. Just want to catch somebody off guard, Nice option on jumping over the F smash. He's punching with the Nair, which is a really
B reverse Dragon Fang. Very solid mix-up and movement option.
You can see that Ignis has adopted more of a defensive playstyle in games.
Yeah, trying to bait out approaches.
He realized what has been working out for him one round. Yes, Swithi still has this. Swithi, if he just has to dominate the movement game, which he really can do with these. If he just finds ways to get around and find openings around Corrin, he will do what he did at the start of game 1, really, pretty much.
Yeah,
and he just has to find the openings he wants to punish, and there you go. He just has to play it patiently. Keep his movements up. Like, if you play Sonic, you'll know that the moment you stop moving is the moment you start moving. Like, you always have to be on your feet with them. And
you need to have momentum, kind of like any character in Melee. Basically, you've just got to have momentum and be moving.
You have to know how to move around with the stage character, just position yourself. Know your options, you know how to mix up, keep your opponent guessing, really.
Yeah.
And Corrin, sort of the same from like my first impressions.
Okay then.
So this is the meta game, honestly. Don't even know what's going on.
Pushing the meta of Australia.
No, Evo, here we come. Hopefully, I want to see Aussies at Evo. I don't even care who, as long as they're from the same scene as us. I'm happy.
Yeah. Jesmo's been was at Genesis.
Yeah.
Didn't do too well, but he said that he'd seen a lot of his flaws at Genesis. So hopefully we see some improvement from Jesmo, which would be very exciting.
Everybody knows. I think it's also, you can't blame them too much. Look, going all the way from Australia just to America just for tournaments, you're very tired.
Yeah, and it's one of the reasons that
very anxious.
Yeah, one of the reasons that we don't really do well, because we're stuck in this little ivory tower where it costs so much money to go to large majors, and we don't get much from it.
Yeah, and maybe if we get more opportunities to travel, I have no doubts that we have very talented players and they'll be able to wreak havoc.
Yeah.
And internationally. Ooh, counter stays out for
very
long.
It stays out for a very long time.
Makes it pretty safe.
Very
liking
safe.
all the new DLC characters.
Yeah, the DLC characters. Corrin isn't necessarily the best Fire Emblem character.
Would you
but
argue?
Corrin's relatively good.
Who would you argue is the best Fire Emblem character?
It's really a toss-up between Ike and Roy, because Ike just has so many good options, but Corrin has some incredible ones as well.
I see Ike.
Sorry, not Ike and Roy. Sorry, Ike and Corrin.
Oh, Ike and Corrin. Yeah, I was like, I don't see you on that. Side. Anyways, that was a really weird trade we just saw.
Yeah.
And Swithi has a bit of stock lead. He has rage, but he's really safe now. He really doesn't want to lose this stock. He's trying
once he loses this stock, he loses every bit of momentum he had.
He's gonna try to push this lead as much as he can.
Nah, just kill.
But surprisingly enough, those scores aren't actually put as early as you think. They're not like a mess early.
Yeah, they're not necessarily, but
like
you can
one
DI mix up
50,
them.
yeah.
Because down throw has completely different DI to up throw. So if you keep on killing with down throw, you can start using up throw and they'll DI it bad and die earlier.
You're starting to those options at your disposal, and Swithi has a bit of lead right now. Playing really good. And we'll see this last stock might prove pretty
Ignis
crucial on this set, yeah.
really trying to bait approaches on the platform, but Swithi just not falling for it.
Surprised to actually see both these players in losers, both high
Yeah.
players. But you know, once you get this deep into the bracket, anything can happen, yeah. And one of the more fun parts of the tournament actually is spectate. And really good setups from Ignis right now, trying to make Swithi's return pretty hard, but
Yeah.
with the use of F smash and the projectile. But here we go. One more punish from Swithi could be a game 3, but then again, a wild up air from
Yeah, up air
Ignis.
can just kill so early.
Yeah, one up there from. Thankfully, nothing really sets up into it too much. You can't get a grab that will set up into it. It's gonna
Oh,
go
is
for
that can be killed? No.
Well, it should not kill. It's not that strong. Yeah, as I was saying, if it was in this tier, it probably would kill, but no.
Yeah.
Waits out for that counter. And that's that counter. I was playing against a Corrin today in bracket, and it's very scary. You never know when that move's gonna come out.
Yeah, and then it just
it's very
destroys
unsettling
you.
to play. You just don't feel confident. And yeah, I can imagine the mind games that are going on right now. They're just trying to get that little edge on each other. Just Swithi to get that game 3.
Yeah,
take the set, or-
I don't think I saw Ignis DIing down there,
No,
which is normally what you would do, DI down and
no
look
kill
for
throw.
attack.
Yeah, no, too early for the kill throw. And
Ooh, there goes
stays
the back air. Game 2 going to Ignis again.
Yep. Game 2. Yes. And we might. It's possible to see a character swap with Swithi, but maybe not. With the brackets, I think he does rely on the Sonic much more. He just went for that.
Yeah,
power
looks like
swap.
he's sticking with
I don't know what he'll kind of pick. Tanasin. He likes the basics.
Yeah, he does like the very, very small blast zones with platforms that are good for...
I think he might want to go back to this stage because in game 1 he was. Oh no!
Oh, whoops.
I was wrong. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he does go to Town City because in game 1 he had a really good start, but Ignis just kind of tipped the scales on him. No pun intended. Even though he's playing well right now. But yeah, we'll see. There we go. No, he wants to run it back.
Back to Smashville? Yeah.
He has faith in Smashville, and I trust him.
Yeah. Swithi, definitely a very competent player.
Definitely. I remember I met him back in mid-May, and he was very different from what he is today, just as a player. He actually used to...
It's still on game 1.
Oh.
Sorry, it's still on 1 point. Whoops.
Sorry, I did not say this. There we go, save.
There we go.
Yeah.
A little bit of it.
As I was saying, when I first met with him, he was actually playing like Fox. He wasn't even playing Sonic. Like the week after he switched to Sonic, like permanently, and like and after a lot of these practice and grinding and rough patches and stuff, but came to what he is now. Really, really great player. Him and Jason together, both they know each other for a very long time and training buddies, just close friends in general. And yeah, it's really good to see them change. Even Jason had a different man. He wasn't always with a man.
Yeah.
He used to play with Mac and then he went to Sheik because he wanted to like follow the tiers a little bit. But then he didn't want to pick Diddy because at the time I think Diddy was still relevant. Well,
Diddy is honestly still a very relevant character.
relevant.
He's just not as relevant.
yeah, it was I think it was still pre-patch.
Yeah.
Diddy. And very back to the game now, very even. So this is it's like game 3, They've already figured each other out.
Yeah.
What they're gonna do, I think.
And I think they're just gonna have to
It's something.
go to some...
This whole matchup is something new for both of them, just because Swithi probably isn't too knowledgeable about Ignis's Corrin, but then again, Ignis probably isn't that comfortable about fighting Swithi's Sonic as Corrin.
Yeah.
So
He's comfortable fighting Swithi's Sonic, he just doesn't know what
as
moves
this
to
character, he
beat
knows
out
as
with.
Mario and he knows as Robin,
Yeah.
but not too much as Corrin, I'd say, because he's maybe been playing Corrin for When did she come out? 2 weeks ago? Well,
Yeah,
this is like her
about 2.
second week, yeah. So maybe like 2 Sasses and today is pretty much all the Corrin that Ignis has been playing. Probably not enough, like at the level that they are, just to be used to that matchup.
Yeah. Honestly, not enough to be used to Corrin. Corrin still has a lot of underdevelopment.
Definitely.
Compared to how much Bayonetta's been labbed and labbed.
I think it's just Bayonetta. People are very intrigued by Bayonetta's but very intrigued by her moveset since it's just one of a kind, you know, and people are just like, okay, let's see what we can do with this. Well, Bayonetta's more like, okay, she kind of reminds of like a Marth with like a paralyzer and whatnot. Like, obviously she's nothing like Marth, but you know, on paper there are a lot of people who do think that way. It's like, no, like when she was released, it's like, oh, not another Fire Emblem character.
Yeah.
But Bayonetta's like, oh my god.
Ignis going for down throw there, which is very odd.
Yeah, and you get, like, if you're both at 0, it's like no rage, and your opponent's at 0, if you get a down throw, you can sometimes get an up air out of it.
Yeah, it might be without DI though, because I can swear I remember hearing Ignis saying that they had the frame disadvantage on down throw. That might be up throw though.
It's not something you want to go for.
Yeah, it's not something you want to go for very often, just a low percent mix up.
In my sort of eventual playing Corrin, I did go mostly for side throws and then just kill with an up and down throw, just don't want to fail it. Sort of like a reverse nets.
Swithi baiting out the counter there. Ooh.
And that's what he kind of wants to go for. Once that kind of, he can just go for like a safe grab or something. He can even get
safe grab.
His up throw can lead to some setups, so it is something he will buy. And I really love the side B move. It's one of my favorite moves in the whole game for Corrin. It's just I find it really fun, just like through. It's a good movement option. You can like cross people up with it. It's really fun. And yeah, I don't know how safe it is, but there is definitely a lot of potential there. That's not gonna kill it. That back roll was really
back air is gonna kill.
crazy. What did that trigger? Was that a fair?
That was with the back air.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Fair's multi-hit, so it would not have killed it.
So Ignis was trying to just bear to get closer to the stage and Swithi cleared him.
Yeah.
What I love about that move is
Swithi falling for
the charge actually has a hitbox and it's on its own. If you're very close, the sword will damage you a little bit.
That can lead to stuff like covering all ledge get up options except for ledge hop stuff by charging it just at the ledge and using F smash to cover roll. Basically just scaring people into not ledge hopping. Gotta do a lot of mix-ups for that to happen though. Looking like Swithy's gonna take Ignis to a game 3.
It could be, but Ignis was at a disadvantage in game 1 as well. And he did manage to bring it back. Game 2 was a little more promising for Ignis, but yeah, definitely still in Swithy's favor, obviously. But yeah, it's trapped him with the side B. Does not space the F smash properly.
Yeah.
Just like a tad on stage. I think we're still trying to get used to the range of that.
Yeah,
really still sure about it.
Much like Bayonetta's smashes, it can cover a lot of options, but you've got to know the exact spacing of it.
Very risky moves as well. And this, the Ignis with the ass is getting a little high up there. Ooh, nice back there. Slides it in.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens right now. They're both. Nobody wants to come in here because next hit might as well kill.
Swithy's sailing back throw.
Well, he's just trying to use as much as he can. Try and get anything he can out of it. He's still got different grabs that will give follow-ups.
Ignis nearly getting Dragon Fang to close off the set.
He could have, said he was just at that range. Nice counter. Expecting a Swithi to weave in and hit him.
Still no DI down from Ignis.
That's the thing, like, the mashing is real.
Back air.
Good stuff. Swithi. Closing the gap slowly. And we'll see. I would
honestly,
expect Ignis to go.
I'll expect a character switch from Ignis.
I doubt it, honestly. I think he can roll with this Robin. He's only one game away. He's got one more game of a cushion. He can play around if he doesn't feel comfortable. But
now switching to
Dr.
Mario.
He's got the Mario, so I'm not gonna doubt his Doc at all.
Doc is very, very different.
Yeah, definitely. I've actually heard that, like, if you know how to space his air, it's perfectly. It's like it's safe and perfect shield almost if you can space it properly. So yeah, trying to mix him up with the Doc.
I don't think I've ever seen this Doc from Ignis before. Doing a Nairo.
Yeah, he did pick it up around the time Nairo did. He actually was not a fan of Doc. He'd always say Doc is just for hipsters who think they're too cool to play Mario. And look at him now, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess maybe watching Nairo gave him a bit of inspiration. He did see some strength in Doc's. Because Doc was always regarded as inferior, and in Smash Bros. He's always inferior to Mario. And
He is inferior, but he does not get enough reputation.
Yeah, he's inferior, but doesn't mean he's bad.
Yeah.
It's just that Mario might be somewhat better. But, you know.
Much like what people did with Meta Knight in day one, where he wasn't overpowered, so he wasn't good.
And also, they were trying to play him a lot like Brawl.
Yeah.
They were trying to go for Brawl gimmicks, but you know, obviously that doesn't work. Brawl, Meta Knight, and Smash Bros. Meta Knight, both strong characters, differently played. And Ignis trying to play patiently with the full game. It's sort of like a YouTube community here, and YouTube, watch out. And Swithi just going for he's playing pretty standard right now. He's not phased by the difference in matchup. Maybe even Mario Doc might even be a more comfortable matchup because it's more or less a Mario, and it's not out of like nowhere like a Corrin.
Ooh,
Gets it on the second one. I was going to give him praise.
hitting.
Just narrowly avoiding with the up air, the first up smash, but the second one gets it. Yeah, Swithi should be able to dominate the offstage game with this. Because, as we all know, Doc is very infamous for his recovery.
Yeah.
It's one of the weaker ones, but
One of the bottom 5, definitely.
yeah, he's usually put in the rank with Ganondorf and Mac, so
Yeah. Cloud's definitely up there now as well.
I guess so. That's not That's a very staple Swithi. He's just really good with that
Yeah.
F smash. Very,
I mean, F Smash just such a good move. Swithi, a very competent player.
Ignis so combos right now. Whenever he loses, so he's trying to get as much of this as he can.
Yeah, not seeing many grabs from him, which I know can link into up there.
The thing is, Doc's grab is not as reliable as Mario's is.
Yeah, and
So
you do not get enough reward.
You might kind of just want to go for more of this projectile and spacing game, and just try to get like some sort of attack that will lead into a combo from that. Maybe like an up tilt is better. But yeah, kind of not too much experience with Doc. I know there's one Doc player here, not here right now, but I forgot his name right now. If I remember, I'll say. But yeah, I know there's one Doc player for sure.
Ooh, that'll be the stop for
There you go.
Ignis.
There's that offstage, you know, that's fairly weakened. The fact that the spring, if it's in midair and it'll fall down, it'll hit you.
Yeah.
Proved really important in this matchup.
Spring Imps are extremely powerful. Like, I can say it's a villager main that it just destroys his recovery.
No
if you can get it right.
Wow.
Pretty much everything destroys villager's recovery, since he has absolutely no hitbox on it.
I guess.
So you can do whatever you want to him. Falcons can just run off stage there.
Yeah. I guess, yeah. I see your point, but anyway.
Have to be smart with it.
It is one of the more infamous recoveries in the game.
Yeah.
We won't lie.
Yeah.
So yeah, Ignis is, you know, he's playing a smart neutral, I think. He's playing pretty patient, trying to use this projectile to his advantage. Just, yeah.
See a back throw?
Trying-
Sailing back throw. Find it.
Maybe it does not kill that much on, or maybe he's just going for the Hail Mary back throw, you know, maybe it doesn't. Right. And I know
Nice beer burst kill.
Doc can give some recoveries with the down B. I've seen Tibbs go for it, and some Luigi mains as well.
Yeah.
I think Luigi's down B is
Luigi's
even
is
better.
much more reliable since
Yeah.
it rises upwards.
Yeah, and there you go.
Ooh, Ignis.
But still at a
Taking it with a reverse up smash. You never really know with these two if someone's going to win or not.
No, really not. It's yeah, it's not over until it's over really. Like a lead really doesn't mean much. Just through watching these guys over like the last, I don't even know, almost a year now. It's getting closer to a year for me. Yeah, you never know what's made with like really good players. Be trying to scoop him up. Gets a smash, but no.
Not going to kill yet.
He can though, but probably looking like him. No. Respecting Doc.
Not seeing much Tornado from Ignis, which is a very reliable move for Doc.
I don't know in which situations it's reliable. I don't play too much. There we go, there's that match.
Stacks are going to kill. No.
Definitely not, but he can get a gift out of it. Ooh, invincibility helps him.
Yeah. Flanking with Spring. Because it has projectile priority.
Ignis trying to go back there.
Ooh, Ignis trying to read it.
Is that the end?
Ooh, that's it.
That as well.
Game 3 goes to Ignis, taking the set.
Very clutch lock to Mario, but
Yeah.
solid play from both of them. This was yeah, it's 3-1, but fun set, really close. Honestly, could have gone both ways. I don't know who we're missing next this stream.
Might be Attila and Boozer. Either Attila and Boozer or Leisha and Swithi.
Yeah. It's just Swithy's over.
Oh, is it? Oops.
Yeah, that was a game before this one.
Really?
I think so. In the bracket, does it say I'm versing Attila next?
I'll tell you right now. Just refresh it.
So go down. Yeah, so yeah, go right.
Yeah, which is Swithi.
So there I am. That was my
Majora
Swithi
and the
match.
loser of 88.
Yeah.